We got why Lil Mabu lost 6 million listeners. Now, me personally, I still listen to Lil Mabu every now and then. You know, I got my little ghetto playlist that I listen to.
In a short.
And every now and then I listen to him. So make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, hold on. We got us a follow. What's that say? Bag chasing. Bag chasing. Appreciate you with the follow, fam. Appreciate you. Let's get straight to it. Why Lil Mabu lost 6 million listeners? I think that's cap. I think people still listen to Lil Mabu every now and then. I know I do. Let me know in the comments if you do.
Lil Mabu was one of the most relevant drill rappers. Praised for his genius social media marketing, he gained the kind of traction most rappers dream of in a short time, setting himself up for a wildly successful come-up. But just months later, his numbers have declined, dropping from 8.4 million monthly Spotify listeners just to 2 million, and has only 600,000 Spotify streams. How did he go from collaborating with stars like Fabio Foreign to being compared
I'm the real Black Boy Max
to Ice Spice at her peak and Central C only to
he collabed with Ice Spice? I don't remember that. I didn't even see that. I never heard that. Sheesh. Hit a stretch. Ooh. Alright, let's go.
fall off so fast? Was he an industry plant who got exposed?
If I'm an industry plant, why am I not?
I don't think he was an industry plant. Bro just went back to school. He went to college. How's he an industry plant? He seemed like he was working pretty hard and he was posting his own clips of his music and posting reaction. Like whenever people reacted to his music, he would post it.
On Spotify editorial playlist.
Bro definitely wasn't no industry plant. I don't think so.
Did the music industry simply refuse to accept him?
I'm more blackballed than I am planted.
To find the answer, we need to look at his rise to fame. Lil Mabu's come up wasn't built on traditional rap credentials. He didn't come from the street like most drill rappers do, and he wasn't some underground artist who built a buzz off raw talent. He was first and foremost a kid who understood internet culture better than most of his peers. His early music was nothing like the aggressive drill sound he became known for. A few years prior to his current persona, he was making lighthearted melodic rap, dropping commercial-sounding tracks like Miss Me, which had more in common with pop rap than anything remotely drill. However, these songs didn't get much attention, but they did show something important. Mabu wasn't trying to be real from the start. He was experimenting, testing different styles to see what would work, almost as if he'd do anything to get more popularity with his music. And at a certain point, Mabu realized that drill was becoming more popular, and that's when he made a sharp pivot by starting to make drill songs which performed better compared to his previous attempts at commercial rap. And
I think bro just hopped on the trend and it worked. Yeah, he made EJ quiet baby. He made Trip to the Hood. Talk about he took a trip to the hood to make it out. I think he really just hopped on the drill trend because it was popping. Everybody and their mama was a drill rapper. Literally in New York, and he was living in New York, so it made sense to also hop on the drill. Like, why wouldn't you if you're already in the culture? It makes sense. I don't think it was an old plan.
2021, he dropped Demon Time, which was his first song that got attention, but the comments on the music video weren't matching those that drill songs usually get. They were pointing out the irony of a rich white suburban kid making drill rap music.
I think that's too funny, making it out the mansion.
Comments could have easily been interpreted as discouraging or demotivating.
Are you making it out of middle school with this one?
But instead, Mabu would double down on this shtick. From this point onwards, Lil Mabu started changing how people saw him, building a fake image of having street credibility. He teamed up with other drill rappers like Didi Osama and Dusty Locane to make songs like No Snitching, which introduced him to a lot of people. On top of that, he started to post a bunch of TikToks and YouTube Shorts where he acted like he was caught in dangerous situations or pretending to carry a weapon. And this got a lot of attention as people saw irony in a white privileged teenager acting like a New York gangster and being featured on songs with respected drill rappers, even though Mabu came off as a clear outsider. But this is exactly what Mabu wanted, as he was getting attention. And at this point, he fully embraced the joke of him being an outsider.
That's facts, and it worked. It really worked. I don't think Lil Mabu fell off or nothing. I think he just has priorities. Just like, for example, me. I'm trying to do YouTube and things like that, but I have priorities. I have a kid. I have a husband. I'm still in school myself. And I also went and got me a job because I'm like, hey, somebody gotta pay for these student loans.
And drill with songs like Trip to the Hood. The exaggerated delivery, the almost cartoonish music video, and the self-aware humor made him go viral, and people ironically started calling him things like the White King Von. He wasn't just making drill,
which is kind of fire. If people are calling him the White King Von, you gotta look at how people see King Von. Some people look at him as a murderer. Some people look at him as one of the best top rappers. So it depends on the perspective. But as far as rap goes, I think King Von was a good rapper. I didn't really listen to his songs. I can't pull a song or even name one of his songs. Maybe something about the story or whatever. I wasn't really a King Von type of rapper. I don't really listen to too many Chicago folks besides Chief Sosa. But with them calling him the little White King Von, I think that's kind of, in a way, it could be an insult or it could be giving him his props, because I think Lil Mabu was doing his thing.
Music. He was turning it into a spectacle, incorporating memeable attributes both musically and through his online presence, so he continued getting attention, and it was working really well. One day, he'd say out-of-pocket stuff in his songs, the other, he'd be shooting zombies with Didi Osama or deliberately engaging in controversy by dating Blueface's girlfriend. Basically, he had
They didn't date, did they? Did they date? I thought they just made videos together and were trolling Blueface. I thought that was the whole point.
Gained momentum by
ain't no way they dated,
his
like,
ironic
for real,
image and pulling off stunts and something new with every song. But even though everything fell into place, all of this would become a problem for Lil Mabu. You see, Mabu's success was built on novelty. People tuned in because they were entertained and he was trending. But an audience that is built off of viral moments and trends can only take you so far. If you can't sustain that virality or aren't capable of fostering a serious audience off the viral moments you make. Once people had seen the Lil Mabu gimmick a few times, it wasn't as exciting anymore unless he pulled a new crazy stunt worthy of going viral on TikTok. You see, the biggest issue was that his music relied on shock value and internet moments rather than genuine artistry or even just being serious. His drill persona wasn't
I think those videos are really creative though.
Rooted in anything real. So once the jokes started getting old, there wasn't much left to keep fans engaged. This is why artists like Kendrick Lamar or Drake or even someone not in the big three like Denzel Curry has sustained a lot of listeners, even though he doesn't have to come up with TikTok dances every time he's putting out a single. Because it's his music that people are tuning in for, not because of irony or viral moments or memes, etc. But this is not the only challenge Mabu faces because of this ironic persona. He has been criticized by critics like Anthony Fantano, who see his music as a mix of both respect and mockery of drill music, and his marketing approach as highly opportunistic and selfish.
As most of his songs and YouTube shorts and music videos are kind of dripping with irreverence and mockery, intentional or not.
You're cold? You're cold? How are you cold? How are you cold? Maybe you gotta put some more socks on. Oh man, oh man.
Mabu built a name for himself doing all of this leaves me impressed in one breath but also kind of grossed out in another, because unless he has a huge team of people behind him, he is single-handedly responsible for some of the smartest but also some of the most cynical and opportunistic music marketing I've seen from an independent artist ever.
Mabu's viral marketing worked, but it didn't fully convince them.
I think for one, he's just taking advantage of trends, what's popping. Same thing people be saying to do with YouTube, but I don't know. He was on point with that. I think he only slowed down because he went back to school. But it's like, okay, of course, get your degree. I mean, he's young, and I guess he's seeing as if music does fall off, at least I got my degree to fall back on. And I don't know why people make it seem like it's not good to have a fallback. Have a fallback. Have something. Have a certification and something. Do something where you can fall back on,
mainstream music world either, which put him in a very weird position where he gained millions of views, but he wasn't really mainstream or being taken seriously by the industry or hip-hop fans, as he wasn't even a part of 2024's XXL freshman class, despite being more popular than any of the artists in it. And this would lead to his last song that was 7 months ago, which is basically again the same shtick of him rapping like a New York gangster and at the same time having his school Phobos in the video, but this time the stunt was that he would diss XXL for not including him despite him being more popular. Furthermore, Lil Mabu would respond to the idea of people calling him an industry plant and say that he's actually blackballed by the music industry.
First reaction to being called an industry plant. I think I just laughed because it's like, planted by who? You know, my parents have no involvement in the music industry. They didn't even know half the shit I was doing. I understand that whole industry plant thing was an attempt to discredit me.
That's so funny though, because for the longest folks was saying that and saying that his dad had a hand in the industry and things like that, and his dad had something to do with these record companies. I ain't too deep into all that, but
I actually use your fucking brain. If I'm an industry plant, why am I not on Spotify editorial playlist? Why am I not on Rap Caviar?
That's true.
Everything that's labeled run, Mabu doesn't see the light of day.
That's true. If he was a plant, they would have put him all over the place. But that's true.
More blackballed than I am planted. Listen, man, I'll take it as a compliment. I appreciate it.
Close the door, baby.
One possible crucial reason for the decline in Lil Mabu's numbers is the 7-month-long break he took, which may have been driven by demotivation due to his lack of acceptance in the mainstream music industry. His music, which heavily relies on gimmicks and shock value, can only sustain interest for so long. People are drawn to novelty, but once the initial excitement wears off, a one-dimensional persona loses its appeal. Without a deeper connection to his music or persona, the novelty fades, leaving fans less engaged over time. Lil Mabu has two possible paths. One, he could successfully transition into a serious rap career, distancing himself from the drill scene that made him famous, and eventually be accepted by the music industry, or he can fade away, leaving behind an image of violent gangster rap like rappers we've witnessed in the past. Except for him, it would be even.
No, I would say he's very different from 6ix9ine. I don't know. 6ix9ine went on his own. 6ix9ine was trying to go full blown gangbanger style with it. I think Mabu is just being a rapper, kind of being that entertainer type. 6ix9ine full blown brought the gang in, trying to support him with that to support his rap career in a way. I don't think that's Mabu. Let's continue.
Worse, because it was all just fake persona to gain clout. Let me know what you guys think and subscribe so we can reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to reach 1K too on this channel. I got you. Ready? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next video. God bless. See you in the next one. Let me see. We're gonna go